I want to be the oldest Rocket League Grand Champion in the world. I'm not sure that this is even possible, but I figure what a fun way to chase a dream. What a fun dream to chase. My first introduction to gaming was playing Pong on an old TV set at a rich cousin's house. 2 paddles, a ball in the middle, and at the age of 7, 8 years old, I was completely hooked. I then spent my formative years after that at a corner cafe feeding 20-cent pieces into arcade games. Space Invaders, Moon Patrol, Olympics, Asteroid, Centipede, Bomberjack, Q*bert, Donkey Kong, and so many others. And then in the late 1980s, I got to play the very early versions of what was then called TV games. Things like Leisure Suit Larry, Space Quest, King's Quest, Police Quest, the whole Quest series of games. I was then becoming a grown-up, and I decided, well, I needed to go off and do grown-up things. And so it was for 26 years. I was now 43 years old, and I needed something to do, something I could do in my downtime to unwind, to relax, to have a good time. I was kind of getting bored with watching movies and series we live in. I thought, you know what? I haven't played games in about 26 years. Let's give this a go. So I asked my son, I said, go put together a PC for me. Give me a gaming PC. But here's a very small budget, because I played Hitman. That was pretty cool, this whole story of an assassin, and he's got this whole massive backstory. You're like playing a role in a movie, and you got missions to complete, and you go through various stages, and then there's a culmination, and you win the game. Then I tried Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, a great game, also story-based, driven by a story, series of stages and sequences, and finally you finish the game. I started seeing on various social media sort of a few GIFs, short clips of gameplay from Rocket League. Rocket-powered cars chasing a giant ball. And it just looked amazing. I went, now there's a game I might like. 4 years later and over 3,000 hours in the game, I don't play any other games. I love this game. You played a match which lasted 5 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes you're in a game. So I could jump in, I could play 1 game, I could play 10 games. So I could be engaged for 15 minutes or for 4 hours. So it required intense concentration, intense focus for very brief periods. And then there was what seemed a never-ending levels of skill to improve. When you first get in, that's really, really hard to do. You can barely make contact with the ball. And so you'd drive around it, and then finally you'd figure out how to aim at it properly and connect with it in a way that would make it fly towards your opponent's goals. And then you could jump. Then you could jump and hit the ball. And whenever you played a game, there was always somebody that was better than you, that had a skill that you didn't have. And you hated them, but you went, I want to learn that skill. So you tried to learn it, you became better. So you were driven to become better at the game. And I think that's what I loved about it. But I was completely hooked. I loved it. I played it often. I think I played for 2 or 3 months before I went online. I was terrified at the prospect of meeting random people online and playing against them and doing absolutely terribly. But I played online Rocket League with random players for almost a year before I realized that there were competitive levels to Rocket League. So there are roughly 19 levels within Rocket League, divided into 7 or so rankings. Bronze, then you have silver, then you have gold, platinum, diamond, champion, and then grand champion. And each of those ranks is divided. You have bronze 1, 2, and 3, gold 1, 2, and 3, platinum 1, 2, and 3, and so on. And then those are further divided into divisions. Now, all of those technicalities don't really matter. Just know that the very top rank in Rocket League is grand champion. That's a very small percentage of players that have made grand champion. Made it in 3 years and about 3,000 hours. I got to diamond. Considering the number of hours I've put into the game, it's not great. I really should be further along. I should be higher ranked. And the main reason for this is that I hate training. I've always hated training, and I've never put much time into it. When I saw some other player do something that I thought was really awesome, I went, okay, I'm going to try that. And I practiced it in-game, in ranked games in Rocket League. And this made a lot of players hate me. My teammates hated me. But despite all of this, I got to Diamond 2, Diamond 3. And I think I got there through sheer persistence of time, just grinding away, learning. All right, so there I was, 3 months ago. And having another sort of weekend marathon of Rocket League, and I realized that I had gone, despite my sheer determination and trying to learn things in-game, I'd gotten as far as I could go in Rocket League. I was not going to rank up any higher unless I learned new skills. Yeah. I was going to have to put in time to practice, to get better, to really hone my skills and the muscle memory needed at the very highest levels of Rocket League. So it was decision time. Pack this game in, find something else to do in your downtime. Packing it in wasn't really an option because I've just grown to love this game so much, and I really do want to be good at it. So I made the decision, I'm going to put in the time and I'm actually going to train. I'm going to knuckle down and get better at this game and start gunning for Grand Champion. I'm an older guy. I'm 47 years old, so I'm not one of the young 20-somethings who dominate this game. How many older people play this game? So I was kind of looking at Reddit and searching online. How old is Rocket League's oldest Grand Champion? There isn't widely available information about this, but what I did determine, the oldest I could find any reference to was a 43-year-old. If I were to become Grand Champion now, could quite likely be the oldest Grand Champion in the world. And at that moment, my decision was made. I'm going to be the oldest Rocket League Grand Champion in the world. If I was going to make a go of it, I was going to have to first update the equipment. A little germ of an idea began to form in my head. Probably within 24 hours, it became a full-blown virus. So I got hold of Predator Gaming. I said I'd like to come and meet and have a discussion. I have an idea. I went and met with them and pitched my idea. I want to be the oldest Rocket League Grand Champion in the world, and I want to document the journey. I want to tell the story of my effort to do this. I was going to set up a stream 3 times a week, make a YouTube series, 1 episode a week. They thought it was a smashing idea, and here we are. They threw some serious kit at me. So I have a Helios 500 laptop and a 27-inch monitor with almost 0 millisecond response time. I can edit on it. I can record. I'm recording this video using the equipment, using the PC, using the monitor. And then I started training. I knuckled down. I was like, okay, I'm going to learn how to dribble. I'm going to learn how to air dribble. I'm going to learn how to recover. I'm going to learn how to position myself correctly. I'm going to learn how to hit power shots. And I was getting in there. I doubled the number of hours of training I'd done since I got the game in 4 years ago. Theoretically speaking, I'm Diamond 2, Diamond 3, and I've only got then Champion 1, 2, 3, Grand Champion to go. So theoretically, it's not that far, but in truth, the skill level starts to increase exponentially from here. So I've got a long way to go. And honestly, I don't know if it is possible for me to become a Grand Champion. But man, I'm going to give it my best shot, and I am going to have an amazing amount of fun along the way. And hopefully, through telling the story, get a lot of other people excited. I'd love to grow the Rocket League community in South Africa, make it bigger. I'd like to get a lot more older, mature gamers involved in the game. I want more people interested in this game. People make their choices about what they do for entertainment, and this certainly is a valid and awesome choice to make. Gaming provides the opportunity for community. I've met and made friends with people all over the world through playing Rocket League, and it's just an awesome thing. It's a wonderful way to spend an otherwise idle hour. I'd love it if you came and checked out one of the streams. I stream 3 times a week, see how I'm playing the game, and hopefully I'll get to play with interesting people and do interesting things. And then I'm going to make this YouTube episode probably once a week. So stop by, check it out, and if it's something that intrigues you, let me know. I hope people who are better than me at Rocket League will come along and watch and maybe give me tips or ideas or offer to come and train with me, whatever the case may be. It's certainly not going to be tutorial videos. I just don't think I'm at any kind of skill level to be teaching people how to play Rocket League, but certainly if you're in the lower ranks, maybe not, you get to learn something. But one way or the other, it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. And I'd love for people to be part of the experience, part of the journey. So come along. It will hopefully be, to use a terrible dad joke, a rocket ride.